Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton. More 26s are coming in, and what we have here is one of the hottest selling Corollas here at this dealership. It's a 2026 Toyota Corolla LE Hybrid with all-wheel drive. This one has midnight black as the exterior color, dark gray cloth interior, big MPGs with that all-wheel drive for the adverse weather conditions. So if you're looking for a Corolla, you go with the LE Hybrid all-wheel drive instead of front-wheel drive to get that extra stick to the ground in the snow or bad weather, sacrifice a little MPGs, or do you blow it out with the front-wheel drive and get all the MPGs out of the LE Hybrid? You can let me know as we go through this car, so let's dig in. The front end of this LE Hybrid all-wheel drive in the midnight black. Across the front, a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals and the daytime running lights. Flat black on the lower part of the grille, the Toyota badge right in the middle. So we come around to the wheel and tire package on this Corolla LE Hybrid. Please excuse my shadow here for a second. It is a 16-inch steel wheel with a silver hubcap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Dunlop all-season tires, 205 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 16s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Like I mentioned, you can get the LE Hybrid in front-wheel drive. There is the midnight black with the silver hubcaps. As we move in closer, we're going to have the color match side view mirror cap, no LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, a left side fuel filler cap, up top color match roof, shark fin antenna, no sunroof, and then over the back we go. We have a little bit of a deck lid kick up on the back, standard lighting across the back of this vehicle, Corolla on the left, LE HEV on the right, with the Toyota badge right in the middle, and then our exhaust is coming out the bottom of the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 26 LE Hybrid all-wheel drive is Toyota's 1.8 liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine, mated to an electronically controlled CVT, 138 net horsepower, 105 pound-feet of torque, but the MPGs are big, 51 in the city, 44 on the highway, and 48 combined. We're back here at the left rear quarter panel at the fuel filler door. Now the Corolla Hybrid has an 11.3 gallon gas tank. It can take 87 octane, so regular unleaded gas. And as you can see from the gas cap, additives up to E15 only, no E20, no E85. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price 26, Corolla LE all-wheel drive hybrid, $25,975. This vehicle's got a few options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,195 from Toyota's Aichi, Japan assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $28,368. So let's check out the interior. Before we get to the driver door panel, well, there's our parts content. So if you want a Toyota that's 100% made in Japan of 100% Japanese parts, then this LE Hybrid all-wheel drive is the Toyota for you. Now, front door panel, all black, hard black plastic all the way down till we get to the soft armrest, flat black on the switchgear, decent sized door pocket, into the foot box, large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the trunk of the car at this time. That's where you're going to pop the trunk right there on the floor. And then seating-wise, manual seat for the driver and the front passenger. Black or dark gray cloth, bolstering feels soft. Got a little bit of cross stitch here, jazz it up, a little bit of an insert designed to jazz it up. Headrests feel firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Moving on over to the dash, we're going to have soft touch, brushed aluminum into the heat and air vent, more soft touch, and then down below, we do have a large glove box. Now, as we come on over, we have Toyota's 8-inch infotainment screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation through a subscription service only. We do have our music, where you're going to have your Sirius XM, AM, FM, HD radio, Bluetooth music. So they got you covered there. Bluetooth your phone. Vehicle settings, where you can get your trip information, vehicle alerts, or your energy flow, since we do have a hybrid. And then our general settings, where you can go ahead and set up your driver profile, Bluetooth your devices, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, that sort of thing. Over-the-air updates. We do have a little bit of customization in here for your light settings and your door control settings. And then back to the beginning, volume knob right there. Now we go to reverse, and there is that old Corolla camera, fuzzy, no trajectory. And again, Toyota has got to update this. This is now 2026, and I've been saying this for 2 years. Moving on down, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, single zone climate control. Underneath there, you do have a small area in here to store your phone that's not rubberized. And we do have a USB-C right in here. Here is the gear shift. That's going to take you through the simulated gears of this eCVT. We have a couple of drive modes, including EV only mode we'll check out when we go through the dash. Traction control off. Down further, flat black. We have our auto vehicle hold, electric brake, 2 cup holders. Now the key fob, well, it's not a key fob. It is an actual key that plugs into the ignition barrel, but on it you can do lock, unlock, and your panic button on this key. And then we have our fairly firm armrest. We open that up. We have a 12 volt, another USB-C. The steering wheel is a soft touch neoprene wheel with 10 and 2 notches, Toyota badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but with the seat back, I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of this vehicle, no problem. If I left the seat at my driving position, it's going to hit as I get in and out of the car. Just keep that in mind. Flat black on the switch gear. On the left, telephone voice commands, volume, controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right side, you're going to have your modes for infotainment system, seek for your music, and your adaptive cruise control. No paddles. On the left, headlights, turn signals, high beams. On the right side, we have our windshield wiper controls. And then down over here, we're going to brighten dim the dash, adaptive high beams on or off, and pop the fuel filler door. And we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our digital instrument cluster with only the center being interactive. So let's check out our drive modes. We have Eco and we have Normal. And then we have our EV only mode right there, comes on the top left of the dash. So that's it. And I think we're going to go ahead and leave it on Eco for today's drive. And then if you want to go through additional information here, you can go up and down to the section that you may want to see. And then you can go left to right to get the information within that section that you may need to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button that says door is pushed in and left in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road, no power roof to show you, framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function, and then we have our sun visor with vanity, but no light. And does it slide? No, but you do have an extension. Getting into the back of this Corolla, but first the rear door panel, same action as the front, right? All black, hard black plastic all the way down. We have the fabric on the armrest. I have the seat set for my driving position. We do have that sloping roof line. So to get in, right leg in, duck, twist, and bring the left leg in. So if you're over like 5'8", you're going to have to duck. But once I'm in, I do have about an inch worth of headspace and plenty of shoulder room, enough room for my knees at 5'11". All the way down, we're going to have cloth with no seat pocket behind either the driver or the front passenger. Like to see at least one. 2 USB-Cs for the rear seats, which is good. And then we do have the same dark gray cloth seating, fairly firm, but we do have an armrest, which I do like. And it is pretty soft with 2 cup holders. So overall, once you get in, it's roomier than you think back here. And we got LED lighting all the way throughout this Corolla LE Hybrid. Getting into the trunk of this Corolla LE Hybrid, well, here is the button right here by your driver's left foot. Pull it. And the trunk pops open and you just lift up. Nice wide opening, 13.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the trunk. All season floor mats right here. All season cargo mat. Underneath here, we do have another panel we can lift up. And you got to fix a flat and some tools. And then we got some kickouts on either side, make it a little bit wider. But overall, it's a good use of space here in a compact sedan. And if you don't have anybody in the back, you can drop the back seats. Now to do that, there's no levers in the trunk. You got to come to the back seat, and on the inside, there's a button right there. And you push it down. Hasn't been down before. And there you go, 60-40 split. Let's hope the other side's easier. They're a little bit stiff. Probably haven't been down before. The button, and down it goes. A little bit easier on this side. So now, with those rear seats down, a bit of a kick up, but you got more room for larger items if you need it. Window sticker, here we go. Corolla Hybrid LE all-wheel drive sedan, 2026 midnight black metal, made in Japan. Government safety rating is not done yet. MPG estimates. Standard equipment. You have the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert. Options. There's that $25 for the LED trunk light. And then down further, MSRP $28,368. Let's take her out for a spin. We're out on the road in this 26 Corolla LE Hybrid all-wheel drive, and the seats, even though they feel pretty firm to the touch, don't feel half bad once you're sitting in them for base seats. Not half bad. You know, they're not uncomfortable and they're a bit forgiving. So I got to give it a little bit of a leg up for that, because I thought that'd be really hard. But we have good visibility out of all the glass. We have good size side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety. The Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. We also are going to go with LED lighting, full spread up front for safety. So I do like that. And as far as your tech goes in here, it's pretty, you know, unimpressive. But that's not surprising for an LE hybrid. 8-inch infotainment screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, single zone climate control, with a couple of drive modes, a couple of USBs up front, a couple of USBs in the back. And that's about all she wrote for this one. But at the end of the day, this vehicle is here for one reason and one reason only. And that's fuel economy, fuel economy, fuel economy. But first, we're going to hit this wood bridge, see how the suspension does. Not bad, looking pretty well. So the suspension's, you know, well damped. Chassis feels good, nice and smooth, no vibrations into the passenger cabin. That's always a good thing. But like I mentioned earlier, it's the word on this is fuel economy, fuel economy, fuel economy, and that's it. Right? That's why this vehicle is here. The running costs are low. The gas tank is small at 11.3 gallons. And in combined driving with this all-wheel drive, you're looking at about 542 miles to a tank of gas. Now, the LE front-wheel drive, the LE hybrid front-wheel drive, gets 50 miles per gallon in combined driving. This gets 48. So with the all-wheel drive, you lose about 2 miles per gallon in combined driving. But the brakes feel good. And now we'll take off. Now the 1.8 liter, it's a small engine, 138 net horsepower, not a lot, but the Corolla hybrid is fairly light, and it gets the vehicle up to speed. But this car's not all about speed and power. It's about fuel economy, fuel economy, fuel economy. The handling feels pretty good, right? Took the turn pretty well, comes out of it pretty well. So the steering is light, but it is fairly direct. So it is an easy vehicle to drive, and it goes where you want it to go. There is no vagueness in the steering wheel at all. So that's good. And you can either, you put it in eco like I have right now, and you ease into the gas, and it just goes down the road so easily. And all the time, you're saving money on fuel. Every day you drive it. Every day you drive it. Now as we come down here to our turnaround point, it's a 17.8 foot turning radius in the all-wheel drive LE hybrid. So we'll zip on around, and it's easy to get around, no problem. And then down the road you go. So if you really are light on the gas, you really can get some great gas mileage, even with the all-wheel drive. And I imagine you probably can beat the estimates if you really are conservative on the gas pedal. Try to hypermile this baby around. But you have the all-wheel drive in case you get adverse weather conditions. That's going to help you out, even though I think the front-wheel drive at the end of the day in most adverse conditions will be all right. You got the security of the all-wheel drive in this one. Yes, it's $28,300. That's a lot of money for an LE hybrid Corolla. But prices keep going up and up and up. And believe it or not, at $28,300, you know what the average transaction price of a new car is in the United States as of October 2025? Over $50,000, like $50,000, 300 and something dollars. That's what the average transaction price on a new car is. It's gone up from what I thought was way too high at $48,500 just a few months ago. So now we have an average transaction price over $50,000, and this is $28,300. So in the grand scheme of things, in today's current market, this is an affordable car. Even though most Corolla people would say it's still too expensive for what you get. And maybe you're right. Let me know what you think about that action. And if you're going to go with this hybrid setup in this sedan, do you go with this Corolla? Or, let's say, do you go with the Civic hybrid instead? Two heavy hitters in the segment, the Corolla being the sales leader. Or do you go with the Elantra hybrid, which gets great gas mileage as well? You let me know. You put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Toyota Corolla LE all hybrid, all-wheel drive for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, help me get it up in the rankings. That would be greatly appreciated. And as always, please consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.